If you could do something impossible, what would it be? Maybe a dream God has placed you on your heart, or a relationship you want to mend. Whatever it is, I have wonderful news for you today. God wants you to do the impossible in your life. Jeremiah 32:27 says, I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? Jesus himself said in Matthew 19:26, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Yet we often stop talking about the impossible, even though we serve the God of the impossible. We have all faced situations that seemed hopeless: financial troubles, health issues, broken relationships. But remember, these are all seemingly impossible situations. When faced with difficulties, our first instinct is to ask, what I am going to do? But that's the wrong question. Instead, ask, Lord, what are you going to do? Nothing is impossible when God steps into our circumstances. Jesus is always aware of our situations and has a plan. He never caught off guard. He knows what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So let's stop calculating. Let's lay a foundation by looking at two stories about Jesus. In his hometown, people were critical of him, and he could not do many miracles there because of their lack of faith. Contrast this with the Roman centurion who believed Jesus could heal his servant with just a word. Jesus was amazed by this centurion's great faith. If Jesus looked at your faith today, would he be amazed by its boldness or by its lack? Think about the past year. What steps of faith have you taken? What bold prayers have you prayed? Many Christians don't see changes because they don't ask God for the impossible. Remember, nothing is impossible with God. He has no failures. The problems tormenting you right now are already known to Him, and He has the answers. Often we limit God by our understanding and abilities, but God's power is not bound by our limitations. In John 6, Andrew doubted how 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish could feed a multitude. But Jesus knew what to do. Faith doesn't mean understanding everything. It means trusting God, despite not knowing how it will work out. In Matthew 14, Peter asked Jesus to let him walk on water. He stepped out in faith despite the storm. Jesus could have calmed the storm first, but he didn't. Peter had to step out in faith amidst the chaos. To experience the impossible, you must ask God and keep your eyes off the storm. The storm doesn't control God's power. God's power controls the storm. It's never the perfect time to take a leap of faith. There will always be challenges, but faith means stepping out despite the uncertainties. Hebrews 11 is full of stories of people who trusted God without a safety net. They relied solely on Him. You must let go of your plan B and step out. Like Peter, you must leave the security of the boat and trust Jesus. Taking a step of faith might mean starting a new venture, changing careers, or making a significant life change. It requires prayer, wise counsel, and the courage to act. You might fail, but don't let the fear of failure stop you from trying. God calls us to step out in faith and trust Him to do the impossible. So what impossible thing are you asking God for today? Remember, it's not you who will accomplish it, but God working through you. Step out in faith, believe in His power, and watch as He does the impossible in your life.